With just 2 songs released, this mysterious new artist, batz, accomplished more than many artists do in their entire careers. However, blowing up so fast has of course also brought controversy.
Any artists out there that impress you right now that are coming up?
batz.
After exploding out of nowhere and taking the internet by storm, 22-year-old batz has not only sparked a bidding war between every major record label to sign him, but countless mainstream stars continue to show their support, including Kanye, Drake, and SZA, with Drake even having dropped a remix of batz's second song ever released. Not to mention his now over 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify and 1 million followers across TikTok and Instagram, which he just created all of his accounts in November. That's an unbelievable 3-month span for an allegedly independent artist. As the overnight viral sensation he is, batz's come-up has raised more questions than answers, with many quick to label him an industry plant, especially after hearing who his manager is. In this video we reveal the truth behind batz's suspicious rise to fame. Nico Bennett, aka batz, is a 22-year-old upcoming artist from Dallas, Texas. Or at least so we think. Drawing comparisons to another R&B star, The Weeknd's mysterious blow-up, very little is known about batz and his background. According to his SoundCloud and Twitter locations, it's assumed he's from Dallas, but due to the fact that he's only done a few short written interviews, not only is one of the top searches batz's real voice, but again there are a lot of questions we need to answer. Like, how does this random guy with now 3 songs come out of nowhere and in a span of 3 months have 10 million monthly listeners, be named Kanye West's favorite new artist, have every big streamer reacting to him, and have a remix with literally Drake on just his second song?
Come and slap by 8 p.m.
Yo, what the f?
Like almost all of us on first listen, Kai Cenat was surprised right away by the contrast between batz's vocals and the visuals. A move which, as we'll see in a second, was likely curated by his genius manager. I respect NBA Youngboy cause he's a guy in the industry that don't wanna f with everybody. Batz explains in one of his rare online interviews, "You see people's true colors in this industry. I'm like that too, I don't f with nobody for real." After beginning to take music seriously around the age of 14, followed by years of what he calls procrastinating, all it took was, quote, getting his little heart broke for batz to finally release music. His official debut single dropped in June of 2023, along with his first music video in October. But while yes, the music video is very well produced, it's a pretty standard R&B video with no shocking aesthetic contrasts, like what was about to make him viral. And although like all of his videos, Act 1 Stickers 99 now sits at over 2 million views on YouTube, it didn't initially blow up right away like his other songs have. You may be thinking, well, that's normal for a new artist's first single, and you're right. However, just a month later, batz's next move was about to change his life forever, no longer having to work at Burger King. Playing arguably just as big of a role in his come-up as the music, in November of 2023, batz released the first of his 2 viral From the Block performances. As a popular series on the 4 Shooters Only YouTube channel where artists rap their songs outside with a microphone hanging from the sky, batz took the internet by storm with his Act 1 Stickers 99 From the Block performance.
What the hell? Yo, never judge a book by its cover. Oh my god.
Was not expecting his voice to sound like that, one fan commented. I thought this was a drill rapper. Nicknamed The Hood Brent Faiyaz, a month later, batz would keep his momentum rolling and drop Act 2 of his series titled Date at 8, paired with another From the Block performance. As currently the 3rd most viewed video ever on their channel at an impressive 8 million views, more than guys like Polo G, Offset, and NLE Choppa, batz's second single, Act 2 Date at 8, and this performance instantly blew up all over TikTok and social media. Dressed in simply a black tank top with a shiesty mask and gold grills backed by a deep crew behind him, batz's soft R&B sound is the exact opposite of what you'd expect to hear when you see this video.
So I bought you another pair.
My nigga, is this the right song? Or am I tripping? What the hell am I listening to?
Off of this shock value contrast alone, the video began spreading like crazy. However, it doesn't take long before the song's catchy chorus is stuck in your head. While only having 2 songs released, batz was raking in millions of streams as well as cosigns from multiple mainstream stars. Too hard, comments SZA. Fire, Ty Dolla $ign. Another one, says DJ Khaled, Timbaland. I was just sleeping on the floor and now I'm on the phone with Ye, y'all can't tell me nothing. Batz posted on the phone FaceTiming Kanye. Then, to continue his series, his next new single, Act 3, On God She Like, would release on March 1st, once again gaining traction on social media. It's honestly crazy impressive how much success batz has found so far in his early music career. Listing some of his favorite artists and inspirations as Chief Keef, Miguel, Mint Condition, Tupac, and 50 Cent, batz's unique genre-bending, high-pitched approach has clearly been working for him.
think y'all got one with this one. This thing right here.
Fucking nails.
Y'all, man.
However, despite claiming that he's independent with every major record label in a bidding war to sign him, today a lot of fans will tell you that 4batz has already been secretly working with a label behind the scenes. Literally under every post about 4batz, you'll see comments claiming that he is an industry plant. Which honestly, after seeing how fast he blew up though, can you really blame them? Typically, it takes years for a brand new independent artist to gain the following that 4batz was able to in just 3 months. Not only was his Twitter account truly created in December, his Instagram was made in November, and his TikTok and YouTube were both created in October. He has no hidden back catalog on SoundCloud unless previously deleted. He's done no live performances. Nico Bennett just filed for the 4batz trademark in December of 2023, but yet his second song ever charts on the Billboard Hot 100, and he's the face of multiple Spotify editorial playlists. All of these are big signs that would easily lead someone to believe 4batz has been receiving help from industry connections, which is indeed partly true. Defined by the Urban Dictionary as an artist who has a major label backing their movement but presents themselves as a homegrown startup to create a false organic following, an industry plant acts as if things are miraculously happening for them solely based on their talent, such as media coverage and all of these cosigns. And no, I was not paid to make this video. The reality is, industry plants are a low-risk, high-reward situation for labels looking to build their next new star. According to his Instagram bio and YouTube descriptions, all of 4batz releases though have been distributed via Vidya, an independent distribution service similar to a site like DistroKid. So while yes, it is true that as of this video 4batz is not signed to a major record label, he isn't exactly your typical independent artist.
You know what they say, it's a female behind every powerful man.
Exactly.
This is Amber Aji Baker, who is not only 4batz manager but also the lead creative manager at RCA Records. RCA Records is a subsidiary record label owned by Sony Music, where Amber has worked since March of 2023. I have established relationships and work with labels such as Atlantic Records, Capitol Records, and Sony Music to produce content for their artists. Her LinkedIn bio reads, I have produced music videos for major artists such as Gucci Mane, Future, The Weeknd, Gunna, Lil Baby, and more. And I've also produced commercials for brands such as Puma, Beats by Dre, and AT&T. Also included in her 10 years of industry experience is serving as the tour creative producer for Post Malone's 2022 12 Carat Tour, in addition to working on Doja Cat's new Scarlet album campaign, Tate McRae's Think Later, Chris Brown's 1111, and much more. She is also currently advancing the career of another emerging artist, Tizo Touchdown, through her creative management and production skills. But Amber is just as excited and passionate about managing the rising artist 4batz, as well as two-time Grammy-nominated producer Mike Waves, through her company AB2 Agency. AB2 Agency, also known as a Billionaire's brand, was launched by Amber in 2018, where she's been the talent manager for 4batz and a freelance video producer for various mainstream artists. Amber Aji Baker's creative vision and experience not only explains why all of 4batz music videos have been very high quality from the start, but from the looks of it, she's also played a huge role in building his artist image.
It's a look, it's an experience.
Exactly.
Controlling the narrative. I'm passionate about that. I went to HBCU, went to Howard.
Looking here at Amber's Pinterest, the first thing you'll notice is this 47-post collection titled The 5 Acts of 4batz with photos for inspiration, also potentially revealing that there will be 5 total acts in this little debut series. You'll also find a 36-post collection titled Photo and Cover Art Ideas, which includes this picture of A$AP Rocky and his gold grills, looking very similar to this scene and actually the thumbnail for 4batz Act 2 Dated 8 video. Then there's this post of a 1996 Rave magazine cover saved in the Cover Art Ideas collection, and all of Bat's releases so far have had this circle on them. It's also likely, as his manager, Amber was the one who first connected with the 4 Shooters Only channel and set up both of 4batz viral from the block performances. Again, as the self-described creative content producer dedicated to delivering high-quality and captivating projects that she is, these contrasting visuals to vocals felt perfectly engineered for virality. Not to mention short-form content and his promotion on TikTok has been huge for Bat's growth too. As soon as most people see that 4batz manager is the lead creative manager at RCA Records, they immediately point to that as the reason for his overnight success. But there's a little more to it. The truth is, whether you want to call him an industry plant or not, 4batz is not like your typical independent rapper who is starting from nothing. And while at the moment it's unclear how he linked up with Amber Aji, there's no doubt that her experience and industry knowledge have been key to the rise of 4batz. However, at the same time, that still does not take away from everything he's accomplished. These past 5 years, we've seen countless random songs blow up on TikTok, but yet very few artists have been able to capitalize from it like 4batz. There's a reason his songs and videos are all doing millions of streams, and it's because people actually like his music. After having released 3 very good, catchy songs that happen to be the exact type of sound that excels on social media, you can't be mad at 4batz for taking advantage and working with a well-connected and experienced manager in Amber Raji. And just because you have a good manager doesn't automatically mean you will be successful. If we're being honest, today a large majority of the artists we all listen to also had help from someone in the industry along the way. Putting yourself in his shoes, if you could release 3 songs and then become Kanye's favorite new artist with 10 million monthly listeners, as another quote industry plant who I've already covered, whoopty rapper CJ's uncle and manager says, as an artist in that situation, who wouldn't take advantage?
If you were an artist and you had access to somebody like me, wouldn't that be a blessing? Wouldn't any artist on the face of the earth love to have that?
Along with rumors that batz had been in the studio with Kanye, also came the Drake remix of Act 2 Day Day Day, which has of course brought even more mainstream attention his way. Combined with a new music video casting call posted just a few days ago, it appears that 4batz is not letting up anytime soon. "I would like to be remembered as the biggest artist in the world," he says, "and one of the most humble people in the world who gave back and inspired, and who you know was talented." While there's no doubt that 4batz is talented, it remains to be seen how far his career will go. Despite only having 3 songs released with a solid team behind him and a unique sound, his future is extremely bright. And not only has he been making all of the right moves, but by the looks of it, 4batz is just getting started.